Hey everyone, it's Fitness Coach Shanika Maroney. And for today's coaching, I wanted to give you a diet strategy, something that you can use to help you stay full in between meals, right? Because, like eating is the big thing for people, especially when they're trying to lose weight. I always tell people, you know, 80% of weight loss is your diet. The other 20% is working out. So it's what you put into your body that really determines the results you get. And so, in order to create the body you want, in order to stick to your plan, you have to enjoy the things you're eating, but you also have to get full. And so one thing that I share with a lot of my clients who I work with is try substituting your sides. Now, sides being your rice, your potatoes, your macaroni and cheese, that side dish for another serving of vegetables. So therefore your plate would look something like this. It would have protein, and then it would have a serving of vegetables, and then another serving of vegetables. So that's you Xing out those foods that are high in calorie, because we know that starches are of course going to be more calories than vegetables. That's a no-brainer. And what you do is you're creating a balance there, right? So now you get to have more food, which is the reality of it. You get to eat more food, but for less calories. Doesn't that make sense? I mean, it makes sense, but it's it's the fact that there are less calories. So you don't have to have the backlash, right? Of having too much macaroni and cheese, too many potatoes. All you have to do is substitute those things out, which are higher in calorie, for lower calorie things like fruits and vegetables, and you can ultimately be full and, you know, stay within your calorie range for the day. And, finding that balance is not always the easiest thing to do, because it does take a change in your habits and how you operate and how you eat. So I would say try this on a gradual basis. Try to gradually move yourself into lessening the amount of the carby type sides, the normal traditional sides of potatoes and rice and pasta, and opt for making it a little bit smaller and then adding more vegetables. Then making it a little bit smaller and adding more vegetables. You're going to get more bang for your buck when you add more vegetables to your plate, and you're able to just balance everything out. So that's just one tip. That's one tip to kind of make things not be so hard. Like, you get rid of that feeling of I'm hungry. Because think about it. When you put mashed potatoes on your plate, you can only have so many mashed potatoes for the calories you're allowed. So in order to get more, right? Because we always want to get more, no matter if it's from our workout, if it's from our diet, we always want to get the most out of a situation as we can. And one way to do that is to swap out the high calorie stuff, the carby stuff, the breads, and then put in more vegetables and fruits. And, one thing about cleaner eating, you're going to feel, number one, healthier and lighter. Duh. I mean, you're going to feel that. And number two, your body is going to change. So know that what you eat and what you put into your body, it actually determines how your body looks. So you can have one person who's eating the same amount of calories, but instead of the fruits and the vegetables, they're eating more of the bread and the carbs type stuff. And then you have another person, same amount of calories, but they're eating more fruits and vegetables with their protein. So two different people operating and eating two different ways with the same calorie amount. The person who's eating more of the breads and the carbs and the potatoes, they're going to be a little more fluffier than the person who is eating leaner. But that makes sense, because the cleaner you eat, the leaner you eat, more fruits and vegetables. So you still get full, right? Still get full, but you get to keep it light. And so it really reflects what you see in your body. So know that when you eat cleaner and you eat lean like that, Of course, you can expect less cellulite, less flab, everything that you're probably looking for, more tone and definition in your muscles. Like, you're going to get more out of your workout. You're going to see more results from your workout just by cleaning up your diet. Now, know that you don't have to do this every day. So you don't have to every day have no sides on your plate, just vegetables. You can alternate days. You can do 2 days where you do a protein and all vegetables, and then the next day you do a protein, your vegetable, and the carb. So you can switch it up a little bit, and actually the body likes it when you switch it up. You got to keep it guessing. That's how you never really get stuck in that rut or that plateau type of place. You got to keep changing things up to get different results for your body. So that's just one tip that I use and I give to my clients. So I hope you guys take it, use it, apply it. Remember, consistency is everything. So the more you do it, set you up a real routine of it. So if you say, I'm going to do it Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday, I'm going to have me a carb with my meal. And then Thursday, Friday, I'm back to protein and vegetables. Create you a pattern there and stick to it so that you can really see the results. Remember, we can only see results from what we do consistently. That means over and over and over again. That means week after week, month after month. That's what transforms the body. That's where you get that real change. You can't do things sporadically every once in a while, when you remember, right? So that's why you write it out, you make your plan, and commit to working my plan all the way through. So that's one thing that I can share with you guys to help you. I will be back next week with another training. So you guys have a great day. Bye.